Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is KPZ. You are here on the home of the slightly above average ship review. Got a match for you today in the Giulio Cesare. You can see we are top tier. We are on a map called New Dawn. It is a capture the base match. Why are we in the Giulio Cesare? Well, we are trying out Angelo, the new free to use common commander, I guess you would call them. For some reason I want to call them tech tree commanders, but they're not. Anyway, it's a new commander in the game. If you haven't gotten him yet, if you get a commander crate, either through the the weekly thing, you get that one crate, you can get them in there if you don't have them already, or if you buy those crates for 10.5 million because you still have money left and you haven't spent it all on tier 8 ships like everybody else, you would get them out of there if you didn't get him in that one weekly crate. But you'll get him automatically if you do not have him yet. So the Giulio Cesare and the Roma, I believe, are the best two ships to put this new commander in once you get them ranked up to a respectable level. And the reason for that is simple. These ships, the premium ships, do not have SAP secondaries. They probably will never get them. And so these ships, more than any others, need a little oomph. They need a little extra. The Giulio Cesare, in my belief and the belief of a lot of other people, pound for pound is the best battleship at tier 4. There's some other good battleships at tier 4, some I really like. Before the advent of carriers, I would have argued with anybody up and down and all day long that the Nikolai was the best battleship at tier 4. Obviously, you've got the October Skya Revolucia out there. Maybe another one I can't think of off the top of my head. The Miyobi or Miyoji or whatever. Yeah, that thing's garbage. So it is a really, really good ship. But here with the addition of the accuracy commander, you're going to start to get laser-like shell grouping. And there you can see that wasn't perfect, but we did a ton of damage there to that ship. I think it's a Britannia. And you know what? It is just a little bit more that's going to make that Giulio Cesare even better. Even better. And I think it's going to make the Roma better too. I've got a Roma video in the can, but I'm waiting because I did not use the unique legendary skill of the commander in that video, and I want to see if I can get a game that's just as good, maybe a little bit better, using that unique skill. Anyway, we flung some shells out there and took out a cruiser who ran into a rock or something like that for our first kill. Got a lot of targets out here. We're going to shoot at the Britannia again. Looking over to the side, I see a Katovsky, and we get some hits, but at the end of the day, it didn't do a ton of damage out there to the Britannia. We're going to shoot at the Katovsky here. You should always target broadside cruisers in these premium battleships for the most part, if they are available. And so that's why we were shooting over there. Over here, in addition to the Britannia, I think there's a Congo or something like that. Quite frankly, I don't think I've ever seen that premium Japanese tier 4 battleship in a match, maybe other than the first week it came out. Hey, look at that. We took out the Britannia for our second kill. The Giulio Cesare, I think the guns are 320 millimeters. They've always felt to me like they hit really hard. So when you tighten up that shell grouping, when you give the Giulio Cesare a little bit more accuracy, I think it really just ups the ante on how good this ship can truly be. Even in the hands of somebody like myself, slightly above average player, in the hands of a great player, or maybe some of the CCs, this thing is an absolute monster. I saw some guy put up his thing today. His winning percentage was like 74 or 76%. In the hands of somebody like that, unless the rest of the team is utter garbage, a player like that is going to absolutely wreck face in the Giulio Cesare. But that doesn't mean an average player like you or me or anybody else won't perform well in this ship. And if you don't have a tier 4 premium ship, maybe you have that coupon, the discount coupon. Quite frankly, I don't know if it's good for the Giulio Cesare. I thought it was only good for 5s and 6s. But if it's ever on sale and you don't have a tier 4 premium and you like battleships, I'm just telling you, it is the best tier 4 premium battleship in the game. All right. Maybe it doesn't have the AA defense that the October Sky Revolucia has. Maybe it doesn't have the pure tankiness that the Nikolai has. But at the end of the day, these guns hit hard. With this new commander, you're going to have really good accuracy. And quite frankly, it was the best premium battleship tier 4 before this commander even existed. So it's only going to be better now. All right, we got a Langley that has become detectable over here. And I am not dumb. And whenever you can take out the aircraft carrier, you should do it. Real quick, checking my range here to see if I have the length to get out to the Langley. I do. We're going to aim for the hindquarters of the ship. Based on my experience, that is the best place to hit an aircraft carrier at this tier. So the first salvo really didn't do a whole lot. But that second salvo gets that Citadel. Kill number 3. All right, we got 3 ships left. And we've only lost 3 ships. Our team is beating their team pretty handily. What can we get done here? All right, we got a Koenig over here. We are going to fire at the Koenig. And, I mean, it was okay. Just a couple of turrets, so I guess I wasn't expecting any miracles. We're almost at 80,000 damage to this point. And in a game where our team beat the bejesus out of the other team, I think that's okay. Obviously, I think the Giulio Cesare has incredible potential in terms of damage. I just don't think in a game like this, the reason for is there is a lot of damage to get. All right, Destroyer pops up. I don't know if he was over here the whole time or just right then. We turned in time to dodge his torpedoes. And he is back up there. All I need the aircraft carrier to do is spot the destroyer. And if you are an aircraft carrier commander and there is a destroyer in your game, you don't even have to attack him. All you do is keep him spotted for people on your team. All right, Congo over here. We're aiming a little bit above the bow, trying to get into that superstructure. We don't do a ton of damage. And I think for a minute about turning to face the Koenig. But then I remember the destroyers there. Do I really want to do that? Yeah, I do. I'm going to turn away from the Congo. And I'm going to try to get a side shot here on the Koenig. Waiting for that reload, aiming up a little bit. He does seem to be turning away. I think I aimed a little too high there. But we do set him on fire. I switched to HE in case we ran into that destroyer. And I had to shoot at somebody, so I decided to shoot at him because German ships really don't react well to HE. Still got the HE loaded, turning my attention back to the Congo. More torpedoes coming in. We turned just in time to avoid all but one. And right now we've got that legendary skill Testudo active. We also had our damage con active. And what that does is reduce our incoming damage. We do unlock the high caliber medal. And of course, while this is all active, there really isn't a lot of incoming damage. Testudo's still going the length of our repair party, so that's good. But again, we're not taking a ton of damage anyway. So just saying, the 4th row skill, I think it's called Iron Will or something like that, and the legendary skill kind of work in synchronicity. Here we're trying to go through the bow plating. And we do go through the bow plating and finish off the Congo for kill number 4. All right, we got the destroyer out here, and we got the battleship out here. Now, between the two, I feel a lot better going after the battleship, right? We're at 99,919 total damage. All right, now we're over 100,000. We do catch the Izakaze. All that they need to do is keep him spotted. But I'm like, all right, carrier's going after him. I'll go after the Koenig. And then unfortunately for me, I want to say right around here, right when I'm trying to size up how I'm going to take out the Koenig, he's going to get taken out. And I turn my attention back to the destroyer just in time to see a whole raft of torpedoes coming in. There, the Koenig is taken out, so there's only one ship left on the board. And all I need to do is for that carrier player to circle the destroyer with his planes and keep him spotted. I have no idea what the aircraft carrier commander is thinking here. You're going to watch him launch planes. He's going to fly all over the map, nowhere near the last detected spot of the destroyer, and I just don't get it. So that's something. Maybe he's new to the game. Maybe he doesn't understand what needs to be done here. Obviously, there is no command that says, "Hey, carrier player, all I need you to do is spot the destroyer." So he spots him there, and that's what I needed him to do. But I think he thinks that Koenig is still alive because he leaves the destroyer and goes off in the middle of nowhere. And I need him out here spotting the destroyer. Alright, so we're going to really give this accuracy commander a test. We're shooting at very long range here with some HE. More torpedoes coming by. Unfortunately, we can't dodge them all, so we'll take that one. And again, we'll activate our legendary skill, Testudo. And the cool thing about this legendary skill, if I could just get a minute, the cool thing about this legendary skill, it's based on when you use your repair party, and not based on anything being near to a teammate or near to an enemy. And I think that's really cool. And I hope that they give this same legendary skill to Paolo di Ravelle at some point. Will they? Who knows? All right, look at that long-range accuracy. We got the Izakaze hanging on a thread. All I need the carrier player to do is keep him spotted for me. And I feel very confident that we can take him out. We do run aground on the jetty there. That's what that's called. Rocks protecting a harbor. Jetty. There might be another name for it, like a breakwater or something like that. Usually at the ocean, they are very dangerous to walk on, and they're covered with seaweed, and the rocks are all slippery, and they have barnacles on them. So immediately little kids are drawn to that stuff. Because I used to be one of those little kids. I was all over that stuff. Of course, not thinking, hey, you could fall and crack your head open, and then nobody could come get you because it's too dangerous. You know, you don't think about that stuff when you're a kid. You think about, hey, I need to kill the Izakaze. Where the heck is he? All right, he comes back up here. He's behind an island. I really can't do anything to get to him there. We are going to take in another torpedo on a non-vital part of the ship, so there is no flooding. All the carrier player needs to do is keep his planes around there. And I think eventually he's going to figure out that's what I need him to do. But he's not doing it right now. So this is just growing pains, I guess. What exactly he was trying to do, I just don't know. You know, but at the end of the day, there's the destroyer. There's a salvo. Oh, and we missed. We missed. And he goes dark again. All right, we don't have a lot of time left. This is really coming down to crunch time here. Anyway, while we are waiting for the destroyer to pop up, I really want to thank my subscribers. I think I have 183 of them right now. There's some people who comment a lot on my videos. You know, 3D is one of my main commenters. Thank you very much. Smeghead comments on my videos a lot. I really appreciate that. Vaz Vegas comments on my videos a lot. Vaz has his own channel. He's nearing 400 subs, so I encourage you to check him out. Anybody else who's ever liked or commented my videos, thank you so much for doing that. You know, I had plans to have another channel be my channel that I cared about it being successful, and this one I was doing just because I like playing the game. And it just turns out that this one became more successful than the other one. While my internet situation is in limbo, you know what I mean? Anyway, the time is ticking down. Here we are under a minute. I just need him to get spotted. There he is. There goes the rear 2 turrets. And there is the Kraken Unleashed. Finally. Oh my gosh. Alright, got some milestones here. Yes, may or may not. Already have the Republic in the board. Anyway, high caliber medal, Kraken Unleashed medal. 104,164 total damage. 5 big kills. We ended up with just over 270,000 silver and 5453 in the Giulio Cesare. All right, here we are on the top of the board. 29 base XP, 2 medals, 5 big kills. I want to say, folks, if you haven't ranked this commander up yet, you should prioritize it. If you own the Giulio Cesare or if you own the Roma, you want to put this commander in those ships. He is going to help you out when you play them. And I've been playing the Roma a lot. Really a lot of fun now that we have accuracy. Just want to show this real quick. Firing range increased out to 16.4 kilometers. 1 second in between the reload and turn time. And, you know, your secondaries just, they aren't SAP secondaries, so why bother with the secondary build? Here's the commander, Angelo Iacchino. His base trait, Go Away, increases the shell grouping when you're shooting at various kinds of ships. Got Cunningham for more shell grouping. I went with William Sims as the secondary inspiration. I don't know what you think about that, but I thought it was a good idea. The first 3 rows are pretty standard Battleship commander skills. As you can see, we got Flammable Cannoneer, we got Gyrating Drill Bits, we got Marksmanship. Row 4, we have this unique skill called Iron Resolve, duration of repair party and damage party increased, and Testudo gives us an extra repair party charge and reduces the incoming damage when the repair party is active. Anyway, that's the Giulio Cesare with a range build. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more slightly above average ship reviews.